Great world changers teach world-changing principles to others, even under opposition. Hello great people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to today's episode. Thank you so much my returning subscribers for watching my videos, for liking my videos, for sharing my videos, and for dropping wonderful comments on my videos. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Are you viewing for the first time? You are welcome. My name is Blessing Akan. Stay connected to my channel. I assure you that you will always be inspired. Yes. Okay guys, today is a story review of a great woman who changed a nation by educating a child. How was she able to achieve this? For those who have been watching my videos for a long time, you know I do story reviews too. I have talked about the woman who cheerfully loved the unloved ones, Mother Teresa. I have talked about the first woman doctor, Elizabeth Blackwell. I have also talked about the first man to reach the peak of Mount Everest, Edmund Hillary. And I have also talked about the man who conquered evil with good, Arthur Ashe, and so on. So at your convenience, if you have not watched these episodes, come back to my channel and watch. There is something to learn. Like I said, today is another story review of a great woman who changed a nation by educating a child. Who is this woman? Her name is Anna Leonowens. Anna was born in 1834 and she died in 1914. So I'll be telling you the story of this great woman and also the lesson for you and I to learn from her. Okay? Anna as a child loved to study books. She loved to write. She loved to study traditions and customs of great nations. And most especially, Anna loved to study the Bible. Unfortunately, Anna became a widow at a very young age. At age 15, Anna moved with her family to Asia, where she met and married Major Thomas Lewis Leonowens of the Indian Army. And he died in 1858. You can see that Anna was born in 1834 and her husband died in 1858. Anna was just 24 years when her husband died. After living for a while in Singapore, she returned to England to enroll her older daughter in school. A call was put forth for a teacher and a governess in the palace of King Mongkut, Rama IV of Siam. Siam is a country that is now called Thailand, located in Southeast Asia. So when Anna heard of the vacant position for a teacher and a governess in that palace, she felt that God was calling her for an unusual position. Anna wrote in her diary that she felt a great kingship with Esther of Old Testament, whose favor with a king affected the course of history. Anna applied for the position of the governess and a teacher in the palace of King Mongkut. In 1862, Anna, through the invitation of the king, embarked with her younger son for the post, and she stayed in the royal house for 5 years. During her stay, Anna wasn't happy with how the Siamese slaves were treated. Their subjects always prostrate themselves in human worship before the king. They crawl on their knees and hands before the king. And if a father is owing, the wife and the children will be in prison until that debt is paid. So many things were going on in that kingdom and in the nation of Siam, and Anna wasn't happy about it. Anna was teaching the children Bible values. Anna, through her teachings, was also trying to convert the children to Christians. So when the king heard that Anna was not in support of their traditions, like she was not happy with what is going on in the palace and in the nation of Siam, the king prohibited her from teaching the children how to speak English clearly, from teaching the children how to write, and how to become great rulers of the nation. But what the king did not curtail was her method of teaching and her textbook. Do you know what Anna did? Anna turned to Bible stories as a way of teaching the children English. And you know what Anna did? Anna focused her teachings on the crown prince, Chulalongkorn, because she knows that the prince will one day become a king. And on the day the prince became a king, he made a declaration that no more will his subjects prostrate themselves in human worship before him, and no more crawling on their knees and hands before his presence. After some time, he outlaid slavery and the imprisonment of wives and children for the deaths of their fathers. And he also encouraged Christian missionaries to establish schools and hospitals in Siam. Before then, eventually, Anna has relocated back to Great Britain and later to Canada. After several years, Anna met with King Chulalongkorn in New York, and Chulalongkorn greeted her and thanked her and told her that he has made more plans and he has changed a lot of things in his kingdom based on her teachings. So that was how Anna Leonowens was able to change a nation by educating a child. What are the lessons from this story? Number one, the ability for you and I to remain positive in the midst of opposition, to stand tall and strong in the midst of opposition. King Mongkut was against Anna. He prohibited her from so many things in the kingdom because Anna was not in support of their customs and traditions. But Anna turned to Bible stories as her way of teaching the children, and she focused her teaching on the crown prince, Chulalongkorn. And the second lesson is the willingness to accept God's calling. There are times God speaks to us, but because it is not in line with what we want, we don't listen to God. We want to do our own will. When Anna heard of the vacancy for a teacher and a governess in the palace of King Mongkut, she said to herself that God is calling her. God is calling her. And surely God used Anna to change a lot of things in Siam that were going wrong. Through Anna, the end of slavery came to pass. Through Anna's teachings, subjects were no longer crawling on their knees and hands before the king. So it is important for you and I to always listen to God when God is speaking to us. Anna embarked on this journey because she listened to her conscience. She listened that yes, it was God that is calling her for that position. And the last lesson I want to share with you today is the importance of educating a child and the importance of making a difference in the world. Anna was not the biological mother of Prince Chulalongkorn, but because of her rule as a governess in that palace, she was able to look for a strategy to teach Chulalongkorn Bible values and morals. And through her teachings, Prince Chulalongkorn, who later became a king, make a difference in the land of Siam, now called Thailand. So it is important for parents to educate their children properly, teach them Bible morals and values so that they can grow to make positive impact in the world. I also encourage all parents to share stories like this with your children. It will help to shape their behavior and encourage them to also grow to be great men and women that will make positive impact in the world. So wherever we find ourselves, in our places of work, in our family, please let us always make a difference. Let us make a positive impact in the world. Anna Leonowens died years ago, but today we are talking about her because she made a difference in the world. What will people talk about you and I when we are no more? Think about it. This is a story I read from a book titled You Can Be a World Changer by David C. Please share this video with friends. See you in my next episode. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.